This video is for one person in particular. Yo everyone, what is up and welcome back to another video by me. My name is Nick for those of you that don't know me, and I am checking out I believe a kind of recent and new K-pop group called Universe. Anyway, so for a bit of context as to why I'm checking them out. So I have a Discord server where basically I post, I talk with other people about my reactions, about general BL, etc. And I have a moderator in that server who has been requesting me to check out these boys for a few months now. And that moderator has done so much for me. So I thought, well, I have to, this is like the least I could do. So I'm going to be checking these boys out. Also, they've come up on my For You page on TikTok and other things quite a bit. So I'm going to be doing a few things today. So firstly, I'm going to go through their page and just see, kind of get to know a bit more about these boys. And also I will be checking out some of the links that was sent to me by my moderator. Now, I haven't listened to K-pop too much in the past few years. I used to listen to them a lot back in 2015, 2014, even 2012. So I used to love 2PM. I love Big Bang, those older generations, Girls' Gen, FX, all of those older ones I really used to listen to. EXO. I used to listen to old BTS as well. But I kind of did drop off a little bit. The only ones I listen to these days is mostly just Stray Kids. I love Stray Kids that. I don't necessarily have a bias, but I love their music. It's so bad boy energy. I also love TXT and I like Blackpink as well. Yeah, so I kind of like that hard-hitting music. And oh yeah, and New Jeans is good too. Alrighty, so that aside, let us get into Universe. Okay, so we're checking them out, their members' profile. So Universe, pronounced as Universe. Okay, cool. So that is confirmed. Formerly known as SB BOYZ, is a 5-member pre-debut group under Singing Beetle Entertainment. I don't recognize them. So the group currently consists of Kenny, Hyuk, Nathan, Seok, and Aito. Their debut date is currently unknown. So they haven't debuted yet. Okay. Interesting. So this is oh, right, because they're a pre-debut boy group. Okay, so they haven't actually debuted yet. That's fine. Let's go through each individual member. So we've got Hyuk here first. He is a rapper who was born in 2000. Okay, and he's Korean. That's cool. Oh, okay, that's crazy. So he was actually born and raised in North Korea before he escaped when he was a teen. He traveled 3 countries to get to freedom. That's actually insane. I don't know if I've ever heard of a K-pop idol being from North Korea. I could be wrong, but that's actually insane. The fact that he was a teenager, before he was a teenager, so he would have been 12 or something like that. Oh, okay, so he reached Seoul, South Korea, and when he was 13. Right, so that's actually insane. What the heck? Oh my god, they play League of Legends. Oh no. Don't play it, guys. It's bad. Oh, okay. This is actually insane. This is so insane. I'm shocked that there was a North Korean idol. That is insane. And then this is Seok. Seok, I think is the pronunciation. So bad. I'm so sorry. Alrighty, so he was also born 2000. They're only 3 months apart. That's cool. Okay, so he was also born and raised in North Korea, but it's unclear when he escaped North Korea. Okay, he escaped North Korea. He came to South Korea 4 years ago, and he has a sister. Is his sister also in North Korea? He used to be a professional soccer player. Oh my god. That is crazy. He loved the diversity of the lyrics. He hopes that he can create music that will move you in from the first verse. This is insane, though. Wow. Wow. 2 North Koreans, actually in K-pop idol. They actually are first. That's huge. That's huge. Okay. Jeez, that actually is so, oh my god. All right, now we've got Nathan. So he was born in the United States. So I assume his His English would be very good then. He'd be like the main English speaker of the group. Oh, I should go through all this first, huh? He's born in 2001, so he's 24 years old. They're actually a bit older than I expected, which I know is crazy because they're born in the 2000s and I was born in the 90s. But it's actually crazy yeah. Lao and Thai. Okay. So that's cool. So it's our first non-Korean like member so far. So he's famous for dancing. Okay, so he does TikTok. Taught himself how to dance. Okay. Growl by EXO is a song. Big fan of EXO, NCT, and BTS. Taste. Kenny is the one that I've seen on TikTok that's apparently like everyone's like, oh, well, he keeps like he's hitting on all of his members and stuff like that, which is so funny to me. Let's see. Okay, so Kenny, Sagittarius represent. He's also the youngest. Okay. See, to me, like someone born in 2002, I feel like they're like literally like 17 years old. And then I'm like, wait a minute, we're in 2025. So he's actually 22 years old right now. Wow, he's an INFJ. I am also an INFJ. Actually, I'm like an INFJ, ENFJ, depending on the day. Because like sometimes don't worry, off topic. All right, he's Chinese American. Okay, cool. So his English name is Eric. Oh yeah, I didn't even pay attention to that. So yeah, got it. He was a contestant, Asia Super Young. What is that? Oh, okay, so it's another survival show. So he left you. Okay, hopefully your health issues have resolved, King. Specialty. So, oh, there's so many languages. What the hell? Guitar, well, I mean, I love how like it's just got the music instrument and then like 4 languages. That's insane. He likes when people compliment his face. He is a male winner. Okay. That's disgusting. I just want to say that. Baekhyun from EXO. That makes sense. He doesn't want to dye his hair. That's fair. I'm guessing he's the youngest then. He plays League. Yeah. Woof. That's bad. Aito. So I assume he is probably Japanese of some sort then, right? Oh, he's so young. Actually, he's 20, but like, that's crazy to me. Oh, he's actually as young as I think William from Lycan, right? Because he's not maybe that young after all. He's Japanese Korean. Okay, cool. Kimchi. And okay, same. Yep, that's fair. That's cool because they're both trainees, and then they both probably have the same. They're both same role model. That's really cool. They must have been really bonded over that too. He's left-handed. He taught dance. He looks up to Jimin from BTS. Oh, yes. Okay, Slay. He's quieter. He's introduced as member and yep, cool. Mint chocolate ice cream. Y'all are weird. Jujutsu Kaisen, fair. I did actually, fun fact, I did start reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen, but I kind of stopped. I haven't finished it yet. So if you guys want me to react to a Jujutsu Kaisen, let me know. But that was before I started doing BL. But I'm happy to go back and watch it. But I just don't think there'll be much interest for anime on my channel. But I'm happy to do it, of course. Okay, cool. So I kind of get who... I'm just going to vote Kenny because I've seen him the most. But we're going to see who's the most popular because I'm curious. I see. Not Nathan. Nathan, you deserve better, King. I'm so sorry. All right, so I got sent 2 videos in my Discord server by my moderator. First one is the Fools by Troye Sivan cover. So we're going to check them out. So I'm excited. Wait, why is there only 4 of them?
This place, I hope people change. I need time to replace, but I gave away. And my hopes, they're high.
Kenny, I
must keep them small.
I think he's the...
Though I try to resist, I still want it all. I see swimming pools and living rooms and airplanes. I see a little house on the hill and children's names. I see quiet nights poured over eyes and day gray. But everything is shadow gray and it's my mistake. Only fools fall for you, only fools. only fools fall. Only fools fall for you. Only fools.
I really love like you listen to the harmonies, and someone in the background. It looks like Kenny, but I can't tell. Is doing like the higher harmony, and it sounds really nice.
Only fools do what I do. Only fools fall.
Harmonies are really hard, by the way, guys.
Oh, our lives don't collide. I'm aware of this. The differences, the pulses, and your obsession with it. The little things you like stick, and I like carry through. Don't give a fuck, not giving
The
up.
effort coming
I
out.
still want it all. Only fools fall for you. Only fools. Only fools do what I do. Only fools fall. Only fools fall for you. Only fools. Only fools do what I do. Only fools fall. I see swimming pools and living rooms and airplanes. I see our little house on the hill and children sing. I see quiet nights poured over eyes and take gray. But everything is shattering and it's my mistake. Only fools fall for you. Only fools fall. Only fools do what I do. Only fools fall. Only fools fall for you. Only fools fall. Only fools
Yeah,
do what I do.
that high harmony in the background that is so subtle, you can't necessarily hear it too much, but it really just adds a lot to the harmony, which I think is really cool. So I love that. Also, are those magpies in the background? What is that?
Only fools fall. Only fools fall for you. Only fools. Only fools do what I do. Only fools fall. Only fools fall for you. Only fools. Only fools do what I do. Only fools fall. Only fools. Only fools.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
Only fools.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Kenny's one. Oh my god, that's so good too.
Only fools.
Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna stop. They have a really nice, like, falsetto, head voicey kind of tone, which I really love. I think that that is an area that, like, I hope we see more of their voices in, because I'm so sorry, I don't remember the name of this one here. This one's Kenny. Yeah, I've seen him quite a lot. But these two have really good head voice. Also, one of these two is also the rapper as well, right? I think it's this one, maybe. But he sounds great. Like, for someone, like, obviously rappers do also learn to sing as well, but like the fact that his sounds really good as well, so it's really good. Also, can we just talk about the fact that there's a K-pop group debuting that's not in like their 15, 16-year-old? Like, I'm like glad that like they're debuting a bit later. That was good. That was a nice, solid, like, oh gosh. I think based on their personalities, just from what I've seen so far, I think Kenny probably would be my favorite. I just really like Kenny's vibe overall. He just seems so... I know he's an INFJ just like me, but like, I think people have to realize that sometimes introvert, extrovert isn't actually what that means. I think the youngest is the dancer, right?
즐기면 그만 엎지고 난 역경해봐 지시하면 꺾고 새 끝에 너 잡새가 구미 오키도키 안에 볼집 더피 여기 볼집 벌투석이 뒤에 속숨 쏘이고 부자 터뜨려 뱅뱅 금방 따순 머리 뚝뱅이 졸라
Where is the fifth one? Did he join later?
Where's this bitch? Where's Hyuk? If you out there and you hear me, girl, I'm waiting on you.
Just feel the rhythm of the world, 'cause we will make it right. 몸부림치며 롤랩다 던져버려 맞닥뜨려 세상에서. Just feel the rock.
I'm not dancing. That's
Just
fine.
feel the rock. You let it rock. 노래가 라라라라 미치도록 라라라라. Inhale belly 산소 호흡에 바쁘게 움직여야 해 몸. 그저 bass drum 또 새까맣게 칠하지 내
I love how in sync they are. It's actually really cool.
Go for a ride. Give it tick-tock 훔치기다 여기 맞춰 슛다 즐겨라 깜빡이다 걸어라 근심의 이 노래 선보를 표장루부터 즐거울라 Oh yeah 이것저것 빈물을 섞어 저기빨에 여기빨에 표스를 써놓어 비스무리 쓰레쉬 like this 버전 보리자 눈이나 무기들을 먼저 풀어 Feel the rhythm of the world 'cause we will make it right 몸부림치며 롤랩 다 던져버려 맞닥뜨려 세상에서 가리지 않아 so sick 어디든 흘러나오는 대로 move and show 날씨고 밤이고 나그를 살아가지 oh shit
I love the overall style
콩콩 찾을 거 점점각 부점적 에너지 타파 라라라라라라라라라라라라라 Just feel the rock
I love this song, guys.
Just feel the rock You let it rock 노래가 라라라라 미치도록 라라라라 Rock and roll We dance it till we fall No stopping here we go 24/7 keep it going on
Man, that vocal's so strong as well in the background.
No stopping here we
Very
go
good.
No stopping here we go Here we go
I think, is that Seok? Seok? I'm so sorry, my pronunciation sucks. Seok, I think is his name. Because he's the other vocalist as well, which would make sense. And then of course we have Kenny, who is another vocalist. Damn, that was so good. These guys are so talented. But I feel like I really need to see, like, I feel like one thing I need to see is just like them as a 5, because I want to see what the actual vision was of them. This is so funny. Who's that Pokemon? They seem like a group that's really close, which I love. And they seem quite... So the thing with a lot of like K-pop groups, I feel like there's always kind of like that barrier between like fans and idol. But I feel like with these guys, the difference is that they kind of let everyone see a bit more. Like they're a bit more... Like they're happy to show off their... I think the best way to explain it is media training is a very important thing, right? I feel like these guys don't need the media training. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they don't have to necessarily put on too much to change who they are, which I really love. It's like refreshing, I think, especially in the industry. Is there nothing that I can... Did I miss it? I'm so confused. Where can I watch it? Please, Nathan, sir, I want to watch you. That sounds so weird. This is Nathan. Why don't we just check out Nathan and just see how he goes?
안녕하세요. 저는 Nathan입니다.
Wait, what
My
is
name
this?
And I'm 15 years old, and I'll be dancing to EXO's Growl for today's audition.
Wait, oh, but he's so young. Oh my god, he was 15 there. Okay, what is this? What is this for? What is this for? Because I remember reading something, I think. So, because he had auditioned for himself, and his last online. This is his last online.
Please enjoy.
Let's see. That's actually so... Yeah, I love that. I love that they kept that there. Oh my god, now we gotta see the actual.
나 혹시 몰라 경고하는데 잘 들어
I love that. So I really love that, like, in that kind of song, they were able to kind of get his, like, a glimpse into his personality, which was really cool. I will say, though, when it comes to dancing, I'm not really a dancer, guys. Like, even, like, the basic TikTok dances, I can't do. Okay, don't ask me to do it. Anyways, so, you know, like, it's actually... I've seen, like, whenever I see them, I'm just like, yeah, it looks good. I can't really comment too much. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where if you do notice something, it's probably not a good thing. Like, for example, if it's out of sync or out of time, or like it just feels like too lack of energy or too slow. But it just feels like he's got a lot of swag there, which is really cool to see. This was Nathan. Yes, Nathan. So Nathan is more of a vocalist, which is interesting because we haven't seen his vocals. So I hope we see his vocals. I can't find a performance with them. I can't find it. I guess they're still pre-debut, but does anyone know when they are going to debut though? That's, you know what? I really want to watch this video. I think this is very important. So I'm going to check this out soon. There's also one more video in the channel, I think, that was recommended. Okay, so this is interesting to me because this is like the 5th member, right? This is Nathan. So they introduced him very, 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 very late. So that's actually so cool. Yeah, like, yeah, I think I saw a comment down here was like, they gave us a person for Christmas. I'm like, very fair. Let's take a listen to Nathan singing.
It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. I don't wanna miss out on the holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face.
That's what he sounds like.
I should be playing in the winter.
He sounds so different to how I imagined. Okay, so he's definitely a vocalist. We've established that. His English accent is actually very strong, very good. So I'm assuming, well, I think it said he grew up in, or was born in the United States, right? Yes, okay, that's really cool. So I think Kenny's the main English speaker, and I guess he's also not the Okay, his voice is really, I like his tone is going to add so much to the group. Like that's really good. I think this tone will add a lot. Like, he has quite a unique voice in my opinion, so I really love that. Yeah, his voice is so good. I loved it. Now, the final video I'm going to check out for today's video, guys. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this. But I'm going to check this out because they're the first North Korean idols, and I want to see what this is all about.
Many idols have broken and redefined barriers in the past, and yet these two trainees are going to make history very soon. From being North Korean defectors to debuting in the K-pop industry, here are the stories of the SB BOYZ members Seok and Hyuk. North Korea isn't known for being exactly a liberal country. In fact, it has kept itself cut off from the world for a while. They've been known to strictly control what comes in and out and keep their citizens from having access to foreign things like movies or books. Those caught with foreign stuff can face serious punishment, sometimes sometimes even have their lives taken, according to the defectors who left North Korea. In the last 10 years, a human rights report shows that at least 7 people lost their lives for sharing K-pop videos from South Korea. Considering that the leader of the country, Kim Jong-un, calls South Korean entertainment a vicious disease, you can't be surprised at how intolerant they are of K-pop. However, it's not like attempts haven't been made to improve the relations between the two countries through the power of music. Back in March 2018, more than 150 artists, including Red Velvet, Cho Young-pil, and Lee Sun-hee, made a trip across the border to perform for Kim Jong-un and North Korean citizens. But even though this happened, it was still unthinkable for any North Korean to debut in a K-pop group. Well, until now, as SB...
So I just want to clarify here, guys. So first things first, I have seen, so I do know about the whole like North Korea, South Korea, like, you know, all that, like, you know, that is history, part of history. I also have seen some stories and so that online when it comes to like North Koreans and how they've defected and like just struggles, etc., etc. And I, you know, I've also, you know, I've kind of done a bit of research into like North Korea as well. But it is actually, I'm actually a little concerned as well because like, I don't know too much about it, but like people that put themselves in the public eye that have defected from North Korea, I feel like it's a little bit scary and I worry a bit about them because I'm like, well, you know, the chances of it happening, probably unlikely. But, you know, I do get a great concern about the safety, of course. Yeah. So I think it's amazing that they're standing up for what they want to do. I think it also adds another layer to this group's story. So I think it's really, really, really powerful, the message that these guys have. And I really hope that they do well. This is interesting though, because this video is covering facts I don't know. I didn't know Red Velvet performed and like a bunch of other K-pop idols also performed in North Korea. I didn't know that.
SB BOYZ is about to hit the stage with 2 North Korean members in their lineup. But let's talk a bit about the group first. SB BOYZ is a tentative name for a boy group debuting under a new independent company called the Singing Beetle. What's really impressive about the group is that they're being created by Michelle Cho, who is also the CEO of the company. Fans of SM Entertainment artists may be familiar with her as she's written songs for Baekhyun, Kai, 17, Queendom Puzzle, and many more. Based on this, people expect that the music of the new group will be good. Even though we don't know any details of their debut, not even the date of their first release, what we do know is that the company has 3 trainees that will probably debut in the group: Seok, Hyuk, and Kenny. 2 other members will be added later on as the group plans to make a US debut next year. It's possible that they're debuting in the US due to the possible backlash they might face if they were to debut in South Korea. Now, let's talk about the members. Kenny may be already known to some people as he was a contestant in the survival show Asia Super Young, but the focus has been on the other 2 members. Hyuk, the rapper of the group, was born in March 2000 in Gyeongsang, a place in North Korea located along the eastern coast. As you might have guessed, his life hasn't been easy since his early childhood, as his parents divorced when he was only 3 years old and started living separately. His mom went to South Korea while his dad used up all their money on alcohol and bribing officials to avoid working, which is legally required for all able-bodied citizens of North Korea. These circumstances put a 7-year-old Hyuk into a tight spot as he had noticed that his family wasn't having a good time financially. This became even more apparent to him when he had witnessed his grandmother trying to pick up grains of rice from the floor of the train station. So he had tried to help in any way he could, which is absolutely heartbreaking considering that he was only a child back then. Seeing as he couldn't work, he resold stolen cement for cash and sometimes resorted to begging for money. He had a bit of help from some soldiers who would give him food or supplies as they recognized him, but things weren't good for his family either way. Hyuk said, "We were essentially beggars who happened to have nothing else but a house." Thankfully, his mother ended up coming through, asking for him to join her in South Korea. But since she had left him alone with his father, begging in the street for money, they weren't exactly close, so it's no wonder he refused. His mom kept at it, talking to his dad and promising to send money every month if their son agreed to leave. And that's exactly what he did. He told his 12-year-old son to pursue a better life in South Korea while he would stay in the north and try to improve his life there. This worked, and Hyuk was convinced to start his not-so-easy journey to the south. Hyuk's trip to the south took 6 months, and he had to cross through 3 countries to reach his destination, so when he finally arrived in Seoul...
So I know that like if you travel from North Korea to China, basically if you get caught in China, they'll send you back to North Korea and then you'll face punishment as well. So I know there's like a few different ways that people try and get around, because obviously going from North Korea to South Korea, that's going to be the border where it's the most like guarded, obviously, right? So yeah, gosh, I can only imagine the hardships that people go through just to get around. This is insane. I'm such an empathetic person, so like
to adjust to his new life in a whole other
can only
country,
imagine.
Hyuk was made to go through a program designed for North Korean defectors. He also enrolled in a free boarding school which had other escapees as students, but instead of finding comfort in that, he still felt like he didn't belong. Because he still considered himself distant from his mother, Hyuk took a part-time job to earn some money as he didn't want to financially depend on her. His life there had been pretty hard already, but in his second year of living in the South, it got worse as his father passed away from a liver disease. This made Hyuk feel even lonelier. He didn't have a lot of friends. He was having a hard time adjusting to a life in a whole different country, and now he didn't even have a father. He also didn't care much for school, but he enjoyed studying Korean and poetry. Seeing his interest, his high school teacher had suggested that he try writing rap lyrics, even though he didn't have any knowledge of that music style. So he ended up doing his research and found some rappers on YouTube. More particularly, he had watched Show Me the Money, where he had seen rappers expressing their struggles through music. As Hyuk attempted to express his feelings through rap music, life kept throwing other challenges his way. He dropped out of arts college and ended up in a lot of debt due to a scam, which forced him to work at a Samsung semiconductor factory. Thankfully, his life got a lot better from then on. He met Michelle Cho through a mutual acquaintance and gave her a song that he had written himself. She was so impressed that she offered him free rap lessons, leading him to quit his job so he could focus on music. All he had wanted was to reach the point that his friends and family in North Korea would see him and know that he's doing well. He couldn't reach that through acting, but he's hoping to reach that goal by being an idol. Hyuk said, "At the end of the day, there isn't a single person who hasn't had hardships. I hope to move the world with our music." He also expressed his desire to connect with others who've gone through tough times like him. Hyuk mentioned that he really wanted to show that even North Koreans can dream big, so he hopes to inspire other marginalized individuals to also have big dreams while living their lives. While life in North Korea can't be easy by default, Kim Seok's life was much easier than that of his bandmate. Seok moved to South Korea when he was 19 years old, but had already been pretty familiar with K-pop at that point. He had a decent life and had managed to listen to some sneaked-in K-pop songs and music videos. He was amazed that the artists there could write lyrics and sing about the beauty of love and relationships, which was pretty different from North Korean music, which aims to teach certain ideas. He expressed his goals as an idol, saying, "I'd like to make music that can move people's hearts from the first verse." It isn't known how he escaped his home country or how he got in touch with Michelle Cho, but we're assuming that the Wall Street Journal article we took our information from was vague on purpose so they could protect the boys. These stories are just as devastating to hear as they are heartwarming. Knowing just what they went through and how persistent they are to be successful in the industry, we know that we're about to witness a legendary debut and hopefully their long careers. The SB Boys are currently being faced with a very busy schedule filled with dance classes, rap and singing lessons, daily English tests, and even a course about global citizenship that helps them understand different cultures. Well, Singing Beetle is certainly doing something right, something that other bigger companies never bothered doing, and that's educating idols on cultural differences. The two had even had their first performance at a multicultural festival in Seoul with only a few people watching. They did a cover of a South Korean hip-hop song but had changed a few words to give the performance their own original twist. They finished with an energetic dance to BTS's hit song Idol, and by the end, their audience had grown to about 50 people. Small steps, but considering their circumstances, a win is a win. It's also very apparent that the boys are set in succeeding, to the point that they're criticizing themselves in order to get better. After they had gone backstage, Hyuk expressed that he could have controlled the stage better and engaged with the audience more, rating his performance a 6 out of 10. But despite the hardships to get there, looking back on his past, Hyuk has shared that he feels much happier and more normal now. As much as we're excited to see their debut, we should also think of the risks that these boys face just by being North Korean. Ignoring the likely harassment they might face from South Korean internet users due to their nationality, along with significant scrutiny, we cannot ignore the fact that simply being in public and openly sharing their journey is dangerous. If one of them still has family in North Korea, it's understandable to worry about the safety of their relatives, especially considering how openly they discussed their past experiences in their home country. Either way, they've decided to take these risky steps despite knowing the consequences, so all we can do is support them when they eventually debut and wish them all the best.
You know, I think it's important for me to like just kind of get through and learn a bit more about like their story, because I think you know, it just adds so much more context to their journey and like what's happened, etc. So I'm glad that I did go into this. Yeah. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. This was a lot. Like, it's so crazy that I didn't know that they were North Korean. Hopefully they are successful when they debut, whether it's in South Korea or in the US. The only issue is if they go into the US and they debut there, the US isn't necessarily like the most accepting of like, the US is racist, basically. But, you know, sounds like similar thing will happen in South Korea as well. So I don't know what's the best decision to make. But I will be around when they do their first song, because I will definitely check it out. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know who you want me to check out down below. Bye guys.